How did détente affect international relations during Vietnam? Imagine a time when two of the biggest powers in the world decided to ease their tensions. That's what happened during the Cold War with a period called détente. It was a time when the United States and the Soviet Union tried to find common ground. But how did this shift change the way countries interacted during the Vietnam War? Let's find out. Détente made the United States and the Soviet Union less hostile toward each other. They started talking more and even signed agreements to control their nuclear weapons. This helped lower the chance of a nuclear war between them. However, even with this new calm, the Vietnam War kept going. The United States wanted to stop the spread of communism in Southeast Asia, so they kept fighting in Vietnam. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union and China supported North Vietnam with weapons and money, but they did not send troops directly. This meant the war was still a proxy conflict, with each superpower backing different sides. Détente also changed how countries saw each other around the world. Because the United States and the Soviet Union wanted to avoid risking a larger war, they became more careful in their actions. This led to more diplomacy and less risky confrontations. For example, President Richard Nixon's visit to China in 1970 was part of this effort. It helped improve relations between the United States and China and put pressure on North Vietnam to negotiate peace. At the same time, the Soviet Union used détente to expand its influence in other parts of the world, including Southeast Asia. They supported communist groups and governments, which made international relations more complicated. The United States kept supporting anti-communist governments and military efforts, showing that détente had limits. It was clear that ideological conflicts and regional struggles still played a big role. In the end, détente helped reduce direct hostility between the superpowers and opened new channels for diplomacy. It encouraged arms control and made countries more cautious about escalating conflicts. But it did not bring an end to the Vietnam War itself. The war remained a stand-in for the larger ideological fight between communism and democracy. This period of easing tensions shaped how nations interacted, showing that even during a time of conflict, diplomacy could still find ways to work.